This is Chapter 8 of American-Born Chinese. My mother once explained to me why she chose to marry my father. Of all the PhD students at the university, he had the thickest glasses, she said. You have to do this for me, Wei Chen. I have to tell my parents I'm with you, or they're not going to let me out at all. Thick glasses meant long hours of studying. Long hours of studying meant a strong work ethic. It is lying. I cannot tell lies. Come on, my mom probably won't even call. Plus, it's not really lying. I'm with you now, aren't I? You're just telling a delayed truth. A strong work ethic meant a high salary. A high salary meant a good husband. Wei Chen, I need you on this one. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. You're the one who told me this was a chance for my lifetime. Please. You concentrate on your studies now, Jin, and you can have later you can have any girl you want. You can concentrate on your studies now, Jin. Later, you can have any girl you want. Sigh. Fine. For you, I tell lies. Ha, I knew it'd come through, ma. I was forbidden to date until I had at least a master's degree. So these boxes are telling you kind of his parents' rules, whereas the bubbles are his conversation. I have a cousin Charlie who's a few years older than me. Don't bother dating before you have your driver's license, he told me, long before I even cared about such matters. It's totally lame. Huff, huff, huff. Charlie had breath that smelled of old rice, a Bruce Lee haircut, and parents even stricter than my own, so I always thought it was just sour grapes. Now I'm not quite so sure. Huff, huff. You okay? Great! He's definitely tired. By the time we reached the theater, sneaking my arm around her during the movie was out of the question, because he smells. Oh, it's about to start. Yeah, because they just learned off the tights. Sad. I couldn't tell you the plot, any of the actors' names, or even the title, but that was the best movie I ever saw. During the funny moments, she giggled in my ear. During the dramatic moments, she clutched my shoulder. And during the quiet moments, I listened to her breathe. 20 minutes before credits, I got a jolt of confidence. I decided to make my move. Yawn. But I had to take care of something first. Be right back. When my parents were growing up in China, neither of them had ever heard of, let alone used, deodorant, so it never occurred to them to buy such a product for me. Fortunately, Charlie had some advice about this particular issue too. Get some of that powdered soap they use in public bathrooms and rub it into your pits. Works the same as right guard. Pump, pump. He got caught. And he runs. Hey, just in time. I think he's going to tell her he loves her. His confidence. Aw, yawn. Aw. He's so happy. I didn't see it until after we'd left the theater. Lexi. And when her dad finally apologized for forgetting her birthday, I almost cried. Yeah, me too. What's on her shoulder? Soap bubbles. Ah! So you want to go get milkshakes or something? Jin? Milkshakes! Yum! There's this little ice cream shop down the street. Great! The bubbles had dissipated or gone away by the time we got our milkshakes, and Amelia gave no indication that she'd even noticed them. Still, questions haunted me. Was she just too polite to say anything? And if so, did she now think I was some sort of freak with bubbly armpit sweat? In desperation, I told Wei Chen about it the next morning. She probably doesn't even notice Jin, but to make sure, I will find out for you. What? No, Wei Chen, you're just gonna make it. Don't worry. I found out in a slinky way, like ninja. She'll not suspect. You want to know, right? Da 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 da. See? I find out for you. Oh, your mother called me while you were on the date. I talked to her for 2 hours, trying for her to forget why she called. And it worked. But now I must shop with her on Saturday. She'll buy me shoes and an electric walk. Long story. You owe me. Hello, Amelia. Hey, Wei Chen. So, how was the date with Jin? Da 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 da. Good. It was good. I actually had a lot of fun. Fun. So how so? Was Jin nice? Sure. Funny? Yeah, bubbly? What? Did he look something like Bubbles? Wait, Jen, what are you talking about? Nothing. Forget I said anything. It was good that you had fun. Thumbs up. Yay. For the rest of the morning, I dreamt of our future. Want to go out this Friday? I love you. Marriage. I knew I was getting a little ahead of myself, but I couldn't help it. I was in love. I'm so happy. Be right back. I gotta go buy McGruel an orange freeze, ? Exclamation point. So he's gonna go talk to her, but hey, Jin! Can I ask you a favor? This is Amelia's friend. Can you not ask Amelia out again? You like her? What? No. She's like a sister to me. We've known each other since like preschool or something. No. It's just that she's a good friend, and I want to make sure she makes good choices, you know? We're almost in high school. She has to start paying attention to who she hangs out with. So, he's Asian, so he's being racist. Aw, geez, Jin. Oh, look, I'm sorry. That sounded way harsher than I meant it to. I just don't know if you're right for her, okay? That's all. No hard feelings? Yeah. And can you do me the favor? I guess. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. He doesn't talk to her. Doesn't talk to his friends. Doesn't talk in class. So can you do me the favor? No. So can you do me the favor? No. So can you do me the favor? Hell no. So can you... Yeah, the favor of a punch in the face. He's thinking about all the things he could have said differently. He's getting more and more worked up. Amelia! Hey, Jin. How you doing, Jin? But then he sees him, and he just stops. See what I mean? He's a nice guy, but he's kind of a geek. I mean, what's with the hair? Hey. Where's Wei Chen? Math circles. Oh. You alright? Timmy said something stupid to me today. Oh. You know, over the weekend I went to this party for Lauren Suzuki, my best friend in 7th grade. We used to go to Japanese school together. I hadn't seen her in ages, so when my mom told me we were going to go to her party, I was pretty excited. About 20 minutes into the party, though, I figured out that Lauren didn't actually invite me. Her mom wanted to hang out with my mom, and I just sort of got brought along. Lauren and her new friends had their own thing going, so I spent the rest of the party watching TV in the living room. I felt so embarrassed. Today, when Timmy called me a chink, I realized deep down inside, I kind of felt like that all the time. So she cries, and he's like, and kisses her. What are you doing? What's wrong with you, Jin? Remember, she's his best friend's girlfriend. So he's icing his face, and Wei Chen comes. Why? What is the reason why you kiss? Jin, how could you even do something like this? How could you have even let it enter your mind? If you had feelings for her, you could have told me. I would have listened. I wouldn't have turned my back on you. Now, you've broken my heart more completely than Susie ever could. Jin, you and I, we're alike. We're brothers, Jin. We're blood. You've got to be kidding. You and I are not alike. We're nothing alike. And don't worry about your stupid girlfriend. She's not my type. Then why? Maybe I just don't think you're right for her, all right? Maybe I just don't think you're worthy of her. Maybe I think she can do better than an FOB like you. Smack! He punched Jin, because Jin called him an FOB, which means fresh off the boat. It's basically saying he doesn't speak good English, it's just not very nice. But, does this sound familiar? Who just said something like this to Jin? I had trouble falling asleep that night. I replayed the day's events over and over again in my mind. Each time I reached the same conclusion. Wei Chen needed to hear what I had to say. It was, after all, the truth. And at around 3 in the morning, I finally believed myself. I dreamt of the herbalist's wife. So, little friend, you've done it. Do you remember what she said? You can become anything you want if you forfeit your soul. Now, what would you like to become? Jin wants to become... Who's this? I woke up with a start long before my alarm clock was supposed to sound. My head hurt, but the bruises on my face were gone. He became... Danny.